Okay, folks, here we are with the final size comparison, or should I say the 98 Godzilla slash Zilla size comparison of pretty much all the 98 Godzilla slash Zilla collectibles I have in my collection. You know what I'm saying? This is so great. And again, to add the X Plus 30mm version in the middle right there, the man the hour, to my collection of 98 Godzillas and Zillas is so cool. So let's go from left to right. On the far left, you have the Bandai 2004 Zilla. Of course, in the background, you don't have to show the movie some love, so I have to have the movie here, the official Blu-ray copy of the movie, if you will. Of course, next to him is the 98 Godzilla Bandai. 'Cause again, there's a distinction between the 98 Godzilla and Zilla, but again, we got to go into the murky details of the right stuff. Of course, again, the man of the hour in the middle. Of course, the big guy in the background, that is the Legacy Series Spiral Studios of Zilla that I mentioned earlier in the video. Man, that thing's so great. Next to him, that is the 30cm Galloping Ghost resin model kit of Zilla 2004. And finally, down at the bottom, that is the other X Plus 98 Godzilla that they have done that I mentioned earlier with the standard edition of the Devil Reel. And as you can see here, this is great. This is so great. Again, this is the first time I put all my 98 slash Zilla stuff together all in one shot. And again, I've grown to appreciate this version of Godzilla. I mean, I go more into detail when I talk about my final thoughts. But again, to have these collectibles together, it just shows that there's a popular resurgence as it relates to the 98 Godzilla slash Zilla. There are a lot more people starting to come out and talk about how much they enjoy it, how much they love it, much to the chagrin of a lot of gatekeeping fans out there, but we ain't got to worry about them. I've always been an advocate, or at least for the past couple of years, I've been more of an advocate that if you love the 98 Godzilla or slash Zilla, or if you got your fan as a start because of this monster, don't be afraid to show it on social media. And a lot more people, again, have been starting to be more vocal about that, which is also cool to see, so cool to see. But again, I'll go more into that later on. But again, this is so great. Will I add more 98 Godzillas to my collection slash Zilla? It just depends. It just depends on what captures my eye. Because again, space. Again, I've always said that. I always say that space is an issue, and it is. But if something does catch my eye, I will definitely go after it. Oh, what? You know what? I just thought about one. The Omega Beast. Gigantic size 98 Godzilla, and that one is also called Godzilla. Yeah, I would love to add that to my collection, you know what I'm saying, but only time will tell, you know what I'm saying. But in the meantime, this will do me of all the super cool 98 slash Zilla collectibles I have in my collection. So that's it with all the size comparisons between the traditional versions of Godzilla and other versions of the 98 Godzilla and Zilla here. So that's it. So let's go with my final thoughts of the X Plus 30cm standard edition of the 98 Godzilla. So let's do that, ladies and gentlemen, right now. Okay, folks, I'm back with my final thoughts of the standard edition of the X Plus 30cm 1998 Godzilla from the film of the same name. In my opinion, 10 out of 10. I don't see anything wrong with this figure. I don't see any certain liberties that were taken with this figure that makes me not like it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a solid rendition of the 98 Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Double tail stands or not, crushable paint job or not, the fact he's on the smaller side of the 30cm scale or not, I still think this is such an awesome rendition and an awesome figure to add into your collection, especially if you're a fan of the 98 Godzilla slash Zilla.